Yo, only fucking Gintoki can just shit himself in the middle of everyone just singing the fucking Doremon theme as he's terrified by fucking ghosts. He's like, I've never seen fucking Doremon anymore, like, at all, but just Gintoki singing this song, like, this little childhood classic to a lot of Japanese people, and a few others is just like, what the fuck, man? He's like, God, you get copyrighted to that shit. He's like, they're fucking losing it. He's like, oh, da, just fucking losing it. Like, this, like I said, every time, every week. Like, this is why I'm just so happy to have this show back, because of just the weirdness of it, just the absolute, just chaotic nature of it. I mean, we were fucking going Kuroko, like, parodies anyway. The fucking, like, Phantom Fifth name is named Kuroko and O, like that. It's like, what the fuck? And we see from this episode, we actually get an actual flashback throughout what was kind of happening throughout the Joey War. And it's like, everyone seemed to forgot about him, apart from Gintoki, which Gintoki, like I said, this is why he's like a masterful person with words, and why he's just an amazing character. The end of this episode, he just, like, those words he said at the end were just fucking perfect. Like, when we saw, like, all of them, like, fucking in their little, like, hidey hole with a bunch of other people, and it's like, yeah, the war's kind of going shit. This was, like, early parts of the war, I believe, of the Joey War, and you see, like, when they're going down there, it's like, oh, they're fucking, like, fighting amongst each other because they got literally, like, taking 2 days to reinforcements. Like, Takasugi and Gintoki having a fucking big fight over, like, some chick that they wanted, like, before the war and stuff like that. It's, like, a lot of real dumb shit. And it was, like, Croker, like, that actually came out, and he was like, yo, let's, like, fucking kick the can or some shit like that. You know, let's fucking just not focus about this shit. And actually, they had spies come in and try and fucking, like, fuck this shit up. And I just love it because they used the fucking whole fucking place as a bomb to fuck up the spies and, like, kill them and shit. It's like, that's what I loved about it. And then even when you see they're like, oh shit, because, like, Crocodile, like, went to, like, fucking, like, count in there. It was like, oh my god, we just fucking killed him. So they think, like, this is the, like, the haunted ghost of them haunting him, and you get to see, like, Katsura and, like, everyone else getting fucking dragged to hell and shit like that. They're like, oh my god, save me. All that stupid shit. And then turns out it's Takasugi's group being fucking cunts. Which, I'm not gonna lie, it's been a very long time for these guys. It'd be like, the last time that we really saw them in the anime, like, all these guys, it's been a fucking while, I'm not gonna lie. So it was like, them that fucking, like, got a bunch of, like, fucking, like, Kuroko, like, fucking basket people. I love that the fucking halfway part, like, that for the break, it was the fucking Kuroko one that they have, where you see all the squads, so you get to see, like, all the fucking, like, Takasugi squad, like, as, like, the Kuroko basket guys. I was like, that is fucking genius. I fucking love that. And it's like, even the fucking main dude as well. I always forget Takasugi's like fucking strategist name, but it's like, yeah, him passing out because it was that fucking scary. But it's just like that bit where you see it, like, Crocono, like, he just pointed his sword out there, like, he's actually fucking still alive. And, like, because of this stuff, like, Gintoki remembered everything about him, and it's like, he's literally Kuroko from fucking Kuroko's basket. Like, he's just there, and he was like, oh, I'm just a shadow. Like, I won't be needed by you guys anymore. Like, I'm glad I was able to help you and learn from you guys. And it's like, that line that Gintoki said, like, just right at the end, you know, it's saying, you know, even if the brightest light, there will always be a shadow, and sometimes we will need you, like that. It's like, come by again. It's like, and then you see him, like, point the blade to that bitch as well from Takasugi's group, and it's just like, yeah, you got a couple of seconds to get out until I count to 100, bitch, because then I might become a real demon. And just like when, like, Katsura and, like, the rest of them just wake up, you see Gintoki just there drinking there's 2 cans, so obviously he's been chatting it up with, like, fucking Kuroko, and it's just like, oh, there's been some fucking awesome, like, shit little catch-up that they had, and it's just like, oh, what happened? And just Gintoki just said, don't remember, like that. Can't keep the whole mystery thing about him, like, and I even, like, it's like, even early on, like, at the end of the episode, they were, like, commenting about early shit, like, wasn't there another dude, like, that we actually had that had a beard, and he was like, who the fuck is this guy? And it's just like, are you gonna, like, comment here? Like, he's actually writing to the fucking mangaka. It's like, yo, Srirachi, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck, man? Who the fuck is this guy? Like, I like that. Like, I don't think it's like he actually takes too much part in it. Like, I think he, like, watches it every week and just sees the shots that he does. Or maybe he does write some of that stuff as well, because he maybe likes to, like, self-plagiarize himself, like, on shit like that. But it's like, it's a fucking fun anime, man. It's just like, and next week's gonna be like a crazy one-shot, which, like, it's just so weird, like, remembering all this stuff and remembering it in the manga. It's just like, it's like, honestly, it's just such a different feel. Like, comedy in the manga for Gintama, it's good, it's funny, but like I say every week, it just isn't the same without the anime characters actually doing it. Like, all the animation, the movement, the characters, like, you can only imagine how they do it in the manga. I mean, the manga's just been going through godly shit, and the art's fucking on tip-top condition, but regardless of what, it's still much better to watch in the anime every time. I just had to do that because I'm a fucking selfish cunt and I can't wait anymore because I love the series. Overall, this was a fantastic little 2-episode arc. I had a lot of fun with it. Definitely give it, like, I'd give this one like an 8.5 because it actually gave some backstory to, like, Gintoki and everyone, and it was really emotional and cool. So, I mean, that ending was just fucking perfect. That was like a perfect way to end it. But that's all from me, so thank you very much for watching as always, and I'll see you guys next time.